Ladies and gentlemen, at long, long last, we are back. It. I'm sorry that your last few weeks have been terrible, Skeeth. I can tell you mine have been pretty terrible. Been stuck sick as a dog for the better part of the last week. Oh my goodness. It's been a while since I've had just constant shifting between that feeling of going like, oh, I have a fever, I'm feeling insanely hot, to just like, oh dear Lord, I'm shivering. Just like shifting back and forth. Like I had a couple of days where it was that. Pretty much the entire time, just like couldn't get a good night's sleep, of course, because human body sucks when it's sick. And of course, lately, the last few days was developing the fun symptom of just like after I was talking for a very extended point in time, I would just sort of have like not a tickle in the throat, but if like I was speaking in like the wrong, not octave, the wrong tone. If I wasn't placing my voice at like a very specific part of my throat, then I will actually start hacking up and coughing. If you saw me streaming with my buddy The Worst Heroes on Thursday, where we were finishing up Recipe to Turnabout, hopefully this Thursday, we're almost through with that case. Oh my goodness, we're all... if you listen to that one, you could hear me start to completely lose it and start coughing like mad at the end. But this is good. This is going to be the real test. Thankfully, work, I was having to give minor presentations because they were like very short. I didn't have to talk very much. So thankfully, I was actually able to go to work. But well, I'm very curious to see how long we'll be able to do the stream. I'm aiming. I'm hoping at least 2 hours, but we're going to see. We're going to see how we're going to do with me talking the entire time. Only 10 years until you reach Polyjustice this way. Pretty much. It's going to be a while. It's like we're on a good pace of just like doing like one game a year, but it's just like Trials and Tribulations, just like a billion things have gone wrong as we've been doing Trials and Tribulations. Just like sickness, just problems. Just like we're going to get there. It's going to take a billion years, but we're going to get there. Just Trials and Tribulations, everything's gone wrong. Hello, bird. You're getting us off on the right foot. It's like taking a nice deep breath. We can get a nice center on ourselves. We can focus on ourselves, focus on the bird. Everything is going to work out very well. Just need a stream to last until the lowest point of Shiro's life. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll get there. I'm sure that Shiro doesn't have like 20 billion of those left. It's not like he's had just 1,000 horrible things happen. A nice deep breath. And the letter E does not exist in this channel, The Worst Heroes. E is a thing that is exclusive to your channel. I have removed the E from my keyboard. We are exclusively Nintendo dual screen users here. We don't play our Ace Attorney games on stupid keyboards or controllers. We use the power of the Nintendo dual screen, where everything makes sense and it's a beautiful thing. But before we have the test of me talking in all sorts of silly voices for a couple of straight hours, we're going to do the big test of can I do my musical theater warm-up? And because I want to just test and torture myself, we're going to go with frickin' Adelaide's Lament, because, let's face it, it fits my life for the last week. If you don't know Adelaide's Lament, Adelaide's Lament is one of the all-time great character songs, and it is from Guys and Dolls. Guys always doing it for some doll, some doll, some doll. Nah, we don't get to sing something like that. We get to sing the character bit. Let's do it. It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustrations may act with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a poison. can develop a cold. Oh, you can spray her wherever you think the streptococcus look. You can give her a shot of whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tried getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. Now it says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, show a neurotic tendency. See note. Tendency, see note? What? Oh, see note. Chronic organic symptoms, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, the throat. In other ways, just worrying whether the wedding is on or off. A person can develop a cough. You can fill her all day with a vitamin A or the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind for a name for herself, but the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop la grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, she can hear church bells chime, and the compartment is air-conditioned, and the mood sublime. And they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grip, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that's really a pip. From the lack of community property and the feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a big bad cold. Achoo! That's a clap. I'm making you sick through Discord. Oh no. Please be well. I don't want everyone. Just getting sick right now is awful. Everything is going wrong. It's just like, you know what happened like the day I started to feel better? You want to know what happened in the house? Air conditioner went out. No. It wasn't the air conditioner that went out. No. That would be just like, that'd be too simple. That'd be just like, oh, the air conditioner's stupid. No. Air conditioner is relatively new. It's only like 5 or 6 years old. But it turns out, when they installed the air conditioner, they didn't install a proper drip pan. And if you don't know what a drip pan is, if you don't have a proper drip pan, then the moisture that accumulates through your air conditioner is just going to drip wherever the heck it feels like. And currently in my ceiling in the room that you can't see, it's just started to drip. So in order to prevent the ceiling from falling through, we've had to turn off the air conditioner. So I'm super happy right now. Could be a lot, like straight up, if it weren't fallish weather and it was a not decent temperature right now, I probably wouldn't stream for any very extended amount of time, because dear Lord, I ain't streaming if I'm just sweating up a storm in here. That seems like the most miserable thing in the universe. But thankfully, it's like nearly perfect temperature. It's like 70 degrees in here. I can work with that. We can work with that. Let's see if we can stream with that. Let's see if we can voice act with that. Let's see what the heck is going to happen. Because where we last left off, let me show you where. We got the visual. We got the power of visuals. I can physically show you where we left off. We didn't leave off with the lesbian vampire dream. No, we just left off with some 100%. It's just the finger. It is just the finger. They absolutely were not alluding to anything else during the cutscene. With the wordings that they used, no way could they possibly allude to anything else. We don't need TOS Tomberry here for this. Just like this is perfectly nice and wholesome. Just sharing your blood via Just your finger. Just the finger. That's all. Nothing wrong is happening. Check the flowchart again and remember how big. Oh, I remember how big day 9 was. Day 9 was very big. Okay, Unlimited Play Works. We're down here in Heaven's Field, down south, and it's all so long. Day 7, yeah, that was a long day, or technically day 8. Day 8 was a long one. Day 9, dear frickin' Lord. And you know what? Day 10 don't look shorter. Day 10 ain't looking shorter at all. Like, look at this over here. Just these days over here, it's just like, basically nothing happened on these days. It's just like, who cares? It's just like, oh, we probably had some shenanigans with Tyga over here. Down here, it's like, oh, we murdered who we now know to be Medusa on top of a building. It's like, no big deal. Nothing happened those days. What is about to happen? I feel I can guarantee we're not getting through whatever the heck day 10 is in Heaven's Field. But let's see how far we can get. We're gonna try. We're gonna give it our best shot. Ooh, boy. February the 9th. Heaven's Field, Chapter 10. Dark Wood. Sleeping Beauty. Oh, are we going to play Sleeping Beauty? So are we gonna be the prince? What would Shiro be? Shiro could be the Sleeping Beauty. Just like, cause we have been alternating the illness every other day between Shiro and Sakura. So just depending on who's sick today, that's who's gonna be Sleeping Beauty. Shiro couldn't be the fairy godmother. I don't trust Shiro with that job. Wait, no, that's Cinderella. Who is Sleeping Beauty? Sleeping Beauty had Maleficent. Had Maleficent and the 3 good fairies. Shiro couldn't be any of those. Zokin's obviously frickin' Maleficent. Call me fate because I'm here to stay at night. Heck yeah, Hordo. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having good sleep and stuff. We're healthy-ish. And we're gonna go save the world. And we're gonna do well because we just got our finger sucked and everything's working great. We saved the girl of our dreams. Lots of people have died. Oh well. School is draining your mental sanity, but otherwise okay. I'm sorry, man. But dude, you're doing good work, man. I'm proud of the work you're doing. Going back to school. If I wish I had the motivation or the money to do it, but I have neither. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy sticking around while I try to remember what the heck all the voices I gave these people are. I open my eyes. Stick my arm up in the air for no real reason, stare at the ceiling, then let it fall on my futon. Feels kinda heavy. Feels like I got all the blood sucked out of it. I keep gazing absently at the ceiling without even getting up. Is it because you had your body drained of bodily fluids and you can't move? It feels like my whole body is slow. My head's in a daze and my body wants rest. That must be why I don't feel like getting up, even though it's already morning. So that settles it. We're definitely playing Sleeping Beauty today. That means Sakura gets to be our prince. Why am I so tired? Maybe the fatigue's been building up. A lot happened yesterday. I didn't go to bed particularly exhausted. We have a war over here. We got war going on. Everything's bad. Spoiler alert for Heaven's Field route, because that's the route we're on. There's your warning. Saber, dead. Lancer, dead. Archer, a jerk. alive, barely. He survived after getting frickin' medused. Ryder, alive after getting killed twice. Caster, dead and turned into a zombie, but I think we killed her a second time. Assassin, that doesn't exist. We don't never lived to begin with. Their bones exploded. Berserker, alive. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing, but alive. And we got a brand new assassin friend, and he's a jerk. At least he got his arm cut off or something. So everything's going great. Oh yeah, and there's also an Eldritch Horror that's after us, but like yesterday we didn't like the last time we streamed this, the last time we had a day, and as said, it was a very long day. We like never mentioned the Eldritch Horror that's lurking in the background. Kinda didn't mention that big thing. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure. I probably feel this way because I didn't sleep enough. Remember how I said that there's like a certain place in my throat, in my voice, where it's like, man, if I talk in that exact spot, I start coughing a lot? I now realize that's exactly where I put my Shiro voice. So Shiro's either going to be coughing all day or Shiro's going to have a different voice today. Maybe I didn't sleep well. Well, currently Shiro... Shiro... Yeah, I can't speak if I use that voice for Shiro. So, temporary new voice for Shiro. Shiro's going to sound like Solid Snake today, aka Godot from my playthrough with the worst heroes of Phoenix Wright. So yes, maybe I didn't sleep well. Huh, the blood will start flowing once I move around. Sakura's in much worse shape than I am anyway. She's doing her best, so I can't let a little grogginess keep me down. It's just like, the Shiro voice is like right up here in the throat. That's where I place it. Snake, totally not David Hayter's Solid Snake, right there. That's a good place for me right now. I can speak from there. It's nice. I pump myself up for the day and get out of bed. Urgh! Then the dizziness hits me again. It isn't from my body's slowness. It's like, as soon as I look at my bedroom door, I remember what happened last night, all too vividly. I had better change. Oh man, if this is already making me blush, how am I going to talk to Sakura today? Alright, here it goes. Be okay. I have run the simulation in my head a bunch of times. After all, we are living in one of those. There is nothing difficult about it. It is just, good morning, like always. What am I getting so worked up for? But I thought Sakura would be in the kitchen. But she's already put breakfast on the table. Oh no, she's 5 feet further. No, she's like 10 feet from the spot I expected her to be in. The entire plan's out the window. No! Good morning, senpai. Good morning, Sakura. Well. I tried to think of something clever to say. But let's face it, Shiro has never been the most clever person. I just draw a blank. Yeah. This is the awkward day after finger sucking that we've all experienced this. Let's face it. Morning, Sakura. Breakfast looks really good. How unimaginative, even for me. No, that's about the amount of imagination I was expecting from you, Shiro. Wait, I already greeted her! Idiot! Yes, good morning, senpai. But somehow Sakura's reply feels the same way too. Her eyes go wide as if she's realized the same thing. Oh no, we're caught in a time loop. I must be making the same face. Nah, Jiro's face isn't that cute. I feel I can bet on that. The thought makes me relax. We're both nervously looking forward to seeing each other. Whoa, good morning! For the third time. Sakura! No time loop for this universe yet. Yeah, there's definitely a time loop somewhere in the Fate/extended universe. There'll be one in a future game, yeah. I look forward to whatever the next Fate game is. I'm so hyped for just more Fate game translations. I freaking love Fate so much. Right now, I feel myself smiling. This time, I said it with relief. Yes, good morning, senpai. See, they've gotten over that awkward moment. Now they can just start awkwardly eating breakfast. Yes, let's eat. Even though we try to carry on like we always do, I still can't stop feeling nervous. I move my chopsticks uneasily. Sakura eats cheerfully, like she's gotten used to it already. Don't be used to my awkwardness. I don't approve of that yet. Dude, you need to face it. She's used to your awkwardness super already. Is this just something girls are better at? What's wrong? Oh, would you like more miso soup? No. Still on my first bowl, but it's good. Delicious, actually. Oh, I'm confident in today's breakfast. I'm glad you like it. Your smile squeezes my heart. Much like the fox virus. I'm still blushing while Sakura's calm. So I dig into my food to hide my embarrassment. But this is just what the game's going to be from now on. It's just going to be super cutesy, awkward, romantic interactions. And you know what? After all the horrible things that have happened this playthrough, I'm okay with that. Let's just have it just be a completely normal, happy, cheerful visual novel from here on out. Let's get Taiga back in on this. I set down my empty bowl with a clink. But all of the side dishes on the table are still untouched. It took all of my effort just to focus on my soup and rice. Didn't even notice the other food. For shame. I am sorry, Sakura, but I'm at my wit's end. I need some time away in my room. Cool my head. Senpai, is breakfast not to your liking? Tactical retreat ends in failure. My escape route has been cut off before I knew it. Yeah, she is liquid. She is our rival. She's, let's face it, better than us. I silently hold out my rice bowl. Oh, you want seconds? Oh, I made lots, so be sure to eat it all. Sakura returns my bowl with an extra large helping of rice. As breakfast resumes, round 2 begin. Oh well, I'll have to deal with this. I'm already the only one blushing. I can't let every single thing Sakura does throw me for a loop. Unless she literally starts throwing me. She could do a Susanoo toss. As Taiga taught Sakura how to do judo throws. If not, we need to make sure she does that. I don't only want her shooting bows and arrows at anyone who tries to break in. Still, though. Wait, Sakura! Don't we have a problem here? But what problem, senpai? There's... Are we back? Alright, the stream apparently disconnected for a second, but it looks like we're back. That's good. And coincidentally, Merlin has decided to grace us with his presence. How are you doing, buddy? What do you want? Snack? Get a snack. Probably should have stopped on a stream, actually. Oh well. Catnip, Fox. Yeah. Awkward times are to be had by all. Well, hey, what can we do? We have a new roommate. See, Merlin, we have a new friend. Say hi to the new friend, Merlin. Mwah. Mwah. Alright. So, we have no Taiga anymore, so someone needs to take her room. Alright. We'll see. I prefer Taiga's brand of shenanigans, but we'll give Ryder a chance to see what kind of shenanigans she can get involved in. I am of an open mind. I mean, I glance at Ryder. Seems to notice the imbalance that I'm getting at. She urges just as gracefully as Sakura. Oh, are you worried about her? No. Again, you're not an enemy. You're Sakura's friend. Any friend of Sakura's is a friend of mine. Unless she's counting her brother as a friend, in which case I will murder him. What you doing, Merlin? Oh, why are you being all swatty? You already went out? I don't know what you're... Love you, pal. Oh, that's not true. Senpai doesn't hold it against you, Ryder. Nah, she's kind of saved my butt. I do appreciate anyone who saves me from murder, especially at the hands of an evil old wizard. I'm kind of grateful to them. Well, this is a pickle. No, I thought that was a Ryder. Is she of the pickle class? I don't remember that class on the list, but then again, I haven't really played it much Fate Grand Order, so there could be a pickle class. I don't resent Ryder, but she is on the A list of people that I am really bad at dealing with. It's only a nuisance if you're standing in the middle of the table. She's not standing in the middle of the table. I assume she has some sort of table manners, but then again, she has a blindfold on, so she can't really see the table, so... And it is, really low to the ground. She could just think it's a step. I'm telling you, it isn't like that. You don't mind if Ryder joins us, do you, Senpai? I am in a tough spot, but I will say, I'm not saying I'm fond of her. It's 100% more importantly, are you going to eat? I'm not saying I'm fond of her in front of Sakura. Mainly because I don't trust visual novels to not make this imply that we are saying I am head over heels in love with her. Hello, Fangs, and thank you for blessing us with Bird. So yeah, we're not going to confess our love to Ryder right in front of our beloved. I can't deal with her. Partially true, probably. Honestly, this is probably the one that Shiro is feeling the most right now. But he's also feeling this, knowing him. So let's just try to shovel food into Ryder's mouth. If I'm being honest, it is hard to deal with her. But still, I know that Ryder is on our side. I don't know how to deal with this. Saying you're fond of Ryder will get you points with Sakura, by the way. Too bad. We're not saying this seriously, the reason I'm not saying it is because I don't trust visual novels. It is strictly for that reason. I've played enough visual novels to know that I can get screwed over by saying I am fond of another person in front of the person that the character is trying to romance. Soul Eater rewatch gonna happen. Heck yeah! Oh, I do love Soul Eater. I don't know if I showed you this. But I actually got this baby. Got the Soul headband. I was actually considering doing like a minor Soul cosplay at some point, but the whole sickness lining up with Halloween as well. Yeah. No, the sickness didn't line up with Halloween. What went wrong at Halloween? Something went wrong for me at Halloween. I forget what it was, but something went very wrong for me at Halloween and I couldn't do anything. Sakura only gets upset here if you say you hate her servant for obvious reasons. Yeah, 0% chance I was going to say I hate her servant. Also because it's not true. Like, her servant hasn't tried to paralyze me and try to stab me and murder me. Okay, she has tried to stab me and murder me multiple times. She did turn my arm into a fulcrum at one point. But that was in another timeline, so we're cool about it. We ain't Uchikoshiing. We all remember stuff from other stuff. Ryder being here isn't what bothers me, rather. Aren't you going to eat, Ryder? Sakura and I are eating, so you're the one making it awkward. You did paralyze you this route, to be fair. You did see her... Yeah! But, like, no, I thought... Wait a second. Yeah, it targets a max of one person, and she was targeting Ryder. She didn't hit us with the paralysis. Unless that description's lying. Merlin, I'm not letting you in. You were just a jerk. No. I feel uncomfortable that Ryder is the only one not eating. Well, you're just being a jerk. You're the one being rude at this point, Ryder. Oh no, she's upset. Why not? Servants get hungry too. Saber didn't say so, but she ate a lot. I mean, she ate a ton. She was like a pig. He doesn't want to use chopsticks. Got it. Kind of a little bit rude, but sure. To each his own. We can get you a fork. can't use chopsticks. You should have just said so. Senpai? Hang on. I will get Ryder a spoon and a plate. That's right. I'll make an omelet too. It'll just take a moment.
Sakura.
Do everything we can to make Ryder feel as uncomfortable as I felt the last time I streamed this. It's okay, Ryder. This is our first meal together, you know. If you're going to be taking care of me, it's the least we can do. Sakura comes to the kitchen cheerfully. Should we make her some soup while we're at it? We have some extra consomme. Oh, that's a good idea. There are tomatoes too, so let's get it done in a jiffy. Does bring me up the question of just like this game with the everyday today's menu for the Amiya family. It only shows these four. Who the heck else is going to be in that game? Are we going to be cooking for frickin' Ryder? Will we be cooking for Gilgamesh? Oh, I'm terrified of what that game has in store for me. And so, Sakura starts making breakfast for Ryder. Ryder watches from the living room while Sakura happily shuffles back and forth. Only the three main heroines and Lancer are in the cooking game. No! That game sucks now. It's 9 a.m. by the time we finish breakfast. We're going to skip school mainly due to the fact that Rin is trying to murder us. And she has a magic gun arm. Now that things have gotten serious, I don't feel like going to school until the Grail War is over. One of the reasons I went to school was to fight together with Tosaka. Now that the alliance is over, there's no point in going out during the day. And most of all, it's too dangerous to let Sakura go outside. She's acting like she's in good health. She could collapse at any time, like she did yesterday. Todomine's treatment bought her time. Sakura's walking on a tightrope. I don't know what Zoken intends to do, but I can't let him get anywhere near Sakura, especially in her delicates. There is nothing I can do if the crestworms inside her start moving again. Shinji used a drug, and drugs aren't cool. Stay in school. But Zoken was the one who implanted the crestworms, so we can activate them again just by looking at her. Todomine did say Sakura doesn't have much time left. I'm the only one who knows that. Can't even tell Sakura or Tosaka. What I need to do, end the war while Sakura doesn't know the truth. Always lie to the people you care about. That's what this game has taught me. But it should be easy to save her with the omnipotent power, the Holy Grail. Senpai, you've been making a scary expression. We're taking the day off school, so I think you can rest. No, I will rest once the war is over. Right now, I need to think of ways to win. Using my head thing. You still intend to fight, Senpai? Her anxious tone is a little unexpected. I've had a hunch for a while that Sakura has no intention of fighting. She should know that the Holy Grail War is the only way to heal herself, but she won't even consider the option. She has an aversion to fighting. Sakura is extremely afraid of hurting other people. That's not wrong. I don't intend to deny her feelings. Sakura can stay where she is, in the kitchen. I'm the one who made her cry. It's my role to fight. Yes, I will keep fighting. I will try to resolve things peacefully, but it won't always go that way. I don't imagine Zoken will let you go. I'm sorry, but I cannot let him get that Holy Grail.
There are 4 masters left. I'm going to make sure that you are the one who wins. And we will have you, the Holy Grail.
I'm happy to hear that, Senpai. Can you fight Tosaka?
She gets in the way. Bill. Honestly, the Holy Grail is dangerous, and I would rather leave it up to her. But I'm sure she could handle its safety, and she'd probably help you.
You think so? She's still a mage. She might not care for a weak person like me.
I can't deny that. Rin can be a psychotic jerk sometimes. Sokka's a good person, I know that. But she's still a bit of a jerk. Last night, she said she would kill Sakura. Even if that's what the situation called for at the time, she made her choice. She was ready to carry it out. Turns out even the Holy Grail cannot save Sakura. She'll have gained a weapon more powerful than Archer that she can use to end Sakura's lie. She can't kill you, Sakura.
Yeah, let's lie to Sakura to make her feel better. I'm sure it won't come back to bite us.
What makes you think that? I don't have proof, but she's, I guess, an amazing person in her core. At least she is in my dreams when she's like a lesbian vampire. What? You know what? I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I think she would choose a future that contains a super happy world where she doesn't have to lose anyone, so she has lots of necks to suck. I'm sure Tosaka will help you.
Senpai, wow, you're really fixated on the whole weird vampire dream thing. Huh? Never mind. If that's what you think, then I'll just trust you.
Okay. I would feel a little pathetic if I left it up to her. I should be the one to protect you!
This is where I would put the Devil May Cry, fill my dark world with light, if I could remember the exact thing. Insert that here.
I took Sakura's hand, and I made my choice. Can't let anyone else take my role. I'm going to do what I can to make Sakura happy.
Feelings about it make me happy, but I can't say that you're in a state to fight. Saber isn't here, and you're up against Osaka. You don't need to involve yourself with the Holy Grail anymore, so please just back to the normal life you had before. I hope doing the Solid Snake and Zoken voice back-to-back doesn't kill you. We'll see. The Zoken voice is much more likely. Solid Snake is actually like a really easy voice for me to do. It sounds like it shouldn't be super easy. It really is. It really is just a super easygoing voice for me. It's just it's just a different placement. I'm not doing anything like really raspy or anything. I'm not actually causing the rasp by doing anything extreme. I'm just focusing where I place my voice differently.
This is what it sounds like if I really rasp it up.
Or something like that. That's the an extreme version.
That one does require lots of water, though.
Oh well. Zoken is a little bit more stressful. Hopefully Zoken doesn't talk much in this episode. Luckily, if we see Zoken, it won't be till nighttime, and let's face it, I don't trust my voice to make it to nighttime in this day. We'll see. We're having a good time now. I don't want you to get hurt because of me.
It was never your fault, silly! I'm doing this because I want to. And it's too late to back out now. Know that. I fought in the war as Saber's master. I chose to become a master of my own will. Not just because I accidentally stumbled into the war, although that was a big factor. I can't back down now. I will fight, even if I'm alone. I'm going to see this through to the end. It's the only way I can repay Saber for going along with my selfishness. No matter what, I won't stop fighting. That's why I need to decide on our direction going forward. Is that all right with you, Ryder?
Heck yeah, we're the hero. That is what Shiro is. Shiro is the superhero. Shiro is going to make himself the hero no matter what. Whether he should or not. Usually should not. But he does anyway.
構いません。あなたの意見は正しい。さくらはどうですか?
Sakura agrees. Good. She's accepted the logic. Alright, before we start the meeting though, I look at Ryder. Since breakfast, I've gotten used to Ryder's presence in the living room. But there's something I want to address.
何でしょうか?
Like, what's with all the straps on the arms? Like, are those like all like clamps, or are they holding the arm glove into place? What is that? Oh, also, do you mind taking off your blindfold? I know about your mystic eyes, so you don't have to hide them. Like, isn't she like super uncomfortable having a blindfold on all the time?
つまり、私が美観を損ねると。
Just that panic look on Sakura's face was so good.
Be blunt. Yes. Putting that aside, it has to be uncomfortable for you. It's a waste of your good looks. So why don't you get more comfortable?
Why did you have to word it like that, Shiro? Like, a girl can't wear a blindfold because it makes her look less pretty. That's the worst thing a blindfold can do. Make a girl look not as pretty. Yes, that is it, Shiro. Well done. Proud of you, my dude. That's our protagonist.
だそうです、マスター。あなたの意見次第では、私も考えますが。
No! Absolutely not.
Hope he gets stabbed again. Yeah, he might deserve it a little bit. Yeah.
But why is Sakura so strongly against it? Why not? Does it bother you? Why not? Does it bother you that she keeps the blindfold on? It doesn't bother me at all. Besides, Ryder's eyes are mystic eyes. What if she hits you with her magecraft on impulse? Would that happen, Ryder?
かかります。私の目は魔眼というよりは邪眼ですから。
Wicked eyes? Like the wicked eyes that you could see in theater in the hit film Wicked? To learn more about Wicked, go to wicked.com. A toy box told me to do that.
私本人が魔力をセーブ
We
し
could
た
probably learn about wicked eyes there
あ
as
なたを
well.
対象外にするのは難しい。
Darn. So you can't control your own eyes.
できませんね。
Wicked eyes purple dragon. Fused with time wizard to form 1,000 years wicked purple dragon.
ですが、昨日ほどの効果は望めないでしょう。あなたは私の魔眼が石化だと知っている。
Ray petrification.
不意打ちによる認識洗浄は弱まっていますから。
Have we learned her
体に
name?
スピードは落ちるはずです。
Okay, we did learn her name was Medusa. Okay.
I see. So, I wouldn't get instantly paralyzed like I did yesterday.
状況によります。あなたが気を抜いていれば、魔眼の効果は上がるでしょう。
It looks like I shall be safe as long as I don't mess up. So, I think it should be okay, even if I get caught in your mystic eyes we're on the same side, so you can just set me free.
そうですね。私はあなたの命は取りません。そういった意味で言えば、何の危険もありません。
This is the most Shiro thing he's done in the... I don't want to say the most Shiro things he's done this playthrough, but it's like, it's in the top 10. I was like, hey, lady with evil, paralyzing eyes that she can't control. Just take them off. You'll look pretty if you have them off, have them out. Just whip the eyes out. Game came out 5 years after Tsukihime. You gotta recap how Mystic Eyes work.
No means no. Rider's eyes do more than just petrify people.
そうでしたね。では、封印はこのままにして
Can
お
we
きま
get the
しょう。
explanation of that? You just kind of dropped a bomb.
Sakura pats her chest in relief. Ah! Anyway, I'm not really sure what this is about, but Ryder's going to leave her blindfold on. Even though it makes her look like a total uggo now. I'm curious, but if that's what you prefer, then do that.
ええ。素顔を晒すのは嫌いです。以後、この件には触れないように。
Ryder says it coldly. Her earlier levity is gone. She really is hard to read.
Mainly because I don't speak whatever language that is above her head. I don't... Yeah, I guess it's a Z. So, Z... It looks like a fusion between a Z and a Q. What if she got a cool pair of sunglasses and said, "Ah, it'd be so much better"?
Maybe we're just not very compatible.
Are you trying to imagine romancing frickin' Medusa with Sakura right there, Shiro? Why are you using the word compatible for this situation? Such a weird word to use right now. Shiro, you're the worst.
Let's get back on topic. Going forward, I think we shouldn't let Sakura go outside. Again, stay in the kitchen. It's too dangerous if she runs into Zoken. I'll deal with the old man.
その考えは正しい。ですが、あなたはどうやってあの魔術師を倒すのです？
Can I get a gun?
I'm not sure what to say to that. I'm sure there are ways to beat him, but I have not given them much than picking one. Well, my fate depends on my next choice.
Ah, they said the F word. Ah.
I have multiple options. Out of them, the most viable one would be...
Ah, dang it. I thought I was about to get to, like, make an actual game-shaking choice. Don't tease the option of just, like, you get to make a choice and then, like, okay, here's what we're going to do. That's, like, the lamest thing a multiple-choice visual novel can do.
I think we should cooperate with another master. I'm not saying we can get them to sympathize, but there might be someone willing to help us defeat Zoken. Another master, you mean Osaka? No, never her! I am acquainted with Berserker's master. Her name is Ilya, and she will listen to what I have to say. Or else I'll turn her into a tree. She did it to me once. I probably have the basics of it. I can do it to her back. To be honest, I can't leave Ilya be either. Osaka aside, I have no idea what Zoken will do next. He was willing to force Sakura to fight by planting worms in her. Ilya and Berserker are much stronger in combat. But Zoken is a schemer. Knows he can't win a duel, so he will use other methods. So Ilya can't get careless, even if she has Berserker.
バーサーカー。あなたはあの強戦士が我々の味方になると。
We don't need to be allied, but we could convince them not to attack us. And even if we can't work together, I want to warn them. That girl came to this town all by herself.
Nope, can't sing in the Solid Snake voice. Can't do that. That's pulling it a bit too far. Maybe I could sing a bass one.
Hello. Hey, little songbird. Sing me a song.
Even at that point, it's not singing, it's talking.
The floor creaks. The door squeaks.
No, I can't sing in the Solid Snake voice. Can't. That feels impossible.
Ilya was raised to be a master and given the name Einsburn. She is more than just a stranger to me.
I see. Do you know where this Ilya is?
Yeah, she showed me before. I still don't remember the way there. It was a really big forest, though I'm sure it won't be easy to get there. It should take about half a day.
Half a day, so... Are you leaving now?
Yes. It is better to strike while the iron is hot. And if I go now, I can be back by nightfall. It's a rushed decision, but a timely one. I have been wanting to thank Ilya for her help. Moreover, I have a feeling that everything will change once I bring up Zokin's schemes and the unknown shadow.
Okay, good. We finally brought up the shadow again. Been way too long since we talked about, Eldritch horror.
I'm leaving. I'll be back as soon as I can, so try and get some rest.
All right, Senpai, but at least take Ryder with you. She'll protect you if anything happens.
That would be safer, but I can't do that.
Hey, Nicole. Hope you're having a good stream so far. Hoping to lurk. Hey, enjoy your lurk. I've been recovering from an illness. It's been a fun stream, mainly because I'm trying to figure out what voices I can and can't do with the illness. Turns out I can't do my protagonist, so my protagonist has been temporarily replaced by Solid Snake. So enjoy Solid Snake being the protagonist of a visual novel JRPG in which we're just romancing the love of our life. I'm staying hydrated. Got plenty of hydration. You take care of yourself, Nicole. Hope you're doing good. Heck yeah. Thank you for the hydration, Redeem.
Love hydration. I can't do that. It's just as dangerous to leave Sakura at home by herself. No, more than dangerous, since she can't defend herself against Soken. No, Ryder, you must stay home with Sakura. If Zoken shows up, avoid fighting, since that will use magic energy. Take Sakura and run. He won't be able to keep up with you. Ryder nods, as if she had the same idea. You need to stay home today, Sakura.
But you're in danger too. That forest is...
Don't worry, if it looks dangerous, I shall run away. Ilya doesn't have any interest in people who aren't masters anyway. I won't be in danger.
Yeah, that... Sure, we won't be in danger. What could possibly go wrong? Nope, nothing can go wrong here.
I give Sakura a reassuring clap, and then leave the living room. Now then, first, I must go to the shed and prepare something I can use as a weapon.
Are we going to use a pipe? Okay, I guess it's going to be a surprise what we're going to use as a weapon. Sure.
Sakura sees me off as I leave the house. I'm carrying 2 wooden swords in my shinai bag, and something light to eat later. I don't have a map or a compass, but I still have a sense of direction I got from the magecraft Ilya cast on me. All I can do is rely on the memory of what I saw, and my own instincts. It isn't 10 o'clock yet. 1 hour by taxi and 4 more by walking in the forest.
Just hijack the taxi and just drive it through the forest, no problem.
I'll have the taxi driver drive slowly while I look for the entrance.
So excited to see what's waiting for you in the forest. Everything is about to change yet again. What could possibly go wrong? It's just a bunch of trees. What could possibly be just in the middle of a bunch of trees? Probably nothing. If all goes well, I should make it to Ilya's castle before sundown. I'll think about what to do once I meet Ilya. Ah, I hear something nostalgic from my house behind me. It was a voice. It was actually a voice. I assumed it was frickin' Ryder, but the businesslike and cool way of addressing me. The way she said my name, politely and awkwardly, yet as kindly as she should. So, I say a name that... No, it can't possibly be here.
待ちなさい。出立の前に話があります。
Ryder. Why are we hallucinating about thinking that we're hearing a certain blonde dead girl? And did I turn her voice on for her death rattle? No. That voice is muted, so okay. It wasn't Saber. It was just us being crazy. Thank goodness. As I turn around, I accept reality. No, we have no reason to feel guilty about Saber. Saber just sucked and couldn't stand up to a freaking Eldritch Horror. Ooh, that's on her for sucking. This is Ryder. The girl who said my name in a way isn't here anymore. Make it quick since I'm on the clock.
私の質問は一つだけです。あなたは桜を守ると言った。その理由を私はまだ聞いてはいません。
So,
エミヤシロ。
you don't trust me.
ええ。私は桜ほどあなたを知っているわけではありませんから。
That makes sense. Ryder wants to protect Sakura, not me. She probably wants to know what I'm thinking at least. Ha! Whoa. I'm only going to say this once, so don't ask me again. I don't like talking to girls who don't show me their pretty face. Not being vain. I just don't like saying it in front of others. I love Sakura. That's not all. Last night, I gave Sakura my... Are we about to tell her what we gave her? No, we're not telling her what we gave her. No. I feel like we can't do that. I feel she will stab us if we tell her that... She's... No.
そのようですね。朝、桜の魔力は安定していました。外部からの供給がなければ、桜、それが何か。
That is all. I love Sakura. That is all the reason I need to protect her. I think it's perfectly natural for a man to protect the woman he loves. We got Ryder to do a sweat drop. Oh, we made it awkward. We made it so awkward, frickin' even Ryder is weary about it.
では、あなたは桜のために戦うのですね。目的はあくまで桜の体を救うため。桜に聖杯を取らせ、自分の益とする気はないと。
Oh, I'll use it. I don't know what the Holy Grail is, but I will use it as much as it takes to make her happy.
桜を幸せにする。
Yeah, she suffered alone all this time. I will do whatever it takes to make her just as happy. Ryder says nothing. She just stands there. Maybe now she knows why I'm embarrassed to say this out loud. I answered your question. Now it's my turn to ask. It's a request too. Will you hear it out?
ええ。私にできる範囲でなら聞き届けますが。
It is simple. Did you pronounce my name with a different accent than the one you used earlier?
わかりました。城でいいのですか？
Shiro, 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 Hinatasani.
Shiro. No, that's how you say grave wax.
Ah, I learned something today. Shiro means grave wax. I didn't know graves had their own wax. Good to know. What? Okay.
しろではなく
I am enjoying the voice acting for that one. That was a fun line to go through. I shouldn't have laughed. I shouldn't have laughed. I'm paying for laughing. Alright. Oh. Oh. Okay, don't ever laugh again. Learn that lesson. Up. And now I'm giving myself hiccups. Great. Writer's first victim is me. We're getting to this forest. I at least want to see. I want to go to the trees. Oh boy.
Yes, not that. I just caused her trouble by making her just try it multiple times in a very cute and in a way that has ended the streamer's life.
Dear Lord. Let's see if that helped.
Ryder's blindfolded in dark clothes gives her a thorny image, but she's actually quite sociable.
Game, why did you make me think of Yor from frickin' Spy X Family dressed as Ryder? Game, don't make me think stupid thoughts.
Somehow I get the impression she would be a little bit more clumsy in private life.
We need to make it to the surprise first. I'm gonna try. I'm trying.
Sorry, you could just say it the old way.
シロ発音はこれでいいのですねシロ
No complaints. Sorry, I was being
わ
selfish.
がままあなたはシロと呼ばれることが不快なのでしょなら私に発音を訂正させるのは正しいと思いますが
Ryder is super polite. She's getting more awesome.
Not at all. Actually, I liked it. Yeah, it's because I liked it. I don't want anyone else to say it that way. I know it's a silly thing to get hung up on, but I want her to be the only one to say my name that way.
Ryder only gets a few days to be a part of the Emiya family. So I hope I'm appreciative that we finally get to have Ryder in the story at all.
I really am just being selfish. You didn't do anything wrong.
わかりましたあなたがそう言うのなら私も理由は問いません
Anyway, I'm leaving. Take care of Sakura, Ryder. I wave at Ryder and I start running. First, I need to get to the intersection and hail a taxi. I will take it to the outskirts of town.
Ah, great interlude. What kind of voice is going to be here? And can I do it? Okay, good. It's just hanging out with Sakura. Let's see if I can use my normal speaking voice.
She is left alone. Or my normal narrator voice. She is left alone. There is no longer any meaning in the boy's war. No longer a master. He charges off into danger anyway. Meanwhile, the girl who is the cause of it all is resting at home. The
彼は森
reality
に向かい
sinks
ま
in.
した。後悔しているのですか、さくら。
The servant inquires her master's feelings. Eyes gloomy, the girl shakes her head once. How can I feel regret now? After all this time, Ryder?
そうですね。確かに意味のない質問でした。
Yeah, but while it does hurt, I know it's wrong to feel this way, but also very happy to know that Ai's doing it for my sake.
Oh, good, Sakura says, as if Sakura interludes haven't led to disaster. No, nothing bad happens with Sakura. Sakura is the sweetest girl who has nothing bad happen around her. Except for everything that happens around her. Just ignore everything, and like nothing bad has happened to Sakura.
Even as she says it, pain fills her expression. Her lips feel practically sewn together by her guilt, even as she speaks of joy. But he's making a mistake. Grandfather won't show any mercy. Senpai could always get killed as long as he's out there fighting. Worst of all, though, it will be a problem for her if she lets him get involved any further. The future holds nothing good for either of them. That is why she hoped he would give up on the war and go back to their normal life. She doesn't have much time left anyway. You can tell because of the clock ticking in the background, huh? Symbolism. She prepares to live the rest of her life for him. However, beneath that desire, she feels a glimmer of hope that his fighting might allow them to be together longer. No, she's simply delighted that she gets to see her beloved is fighting and get it. She's simply delighted to see that her beloved is fighting and getting hurt on her behalf. What? She doesn't want him to fight. But she's overjoyed that he's doing it for her. Two competing wishes vie for her heart, and she's stuck, unable to decide which one matters more. That's a lie, I'm not on the fence at all. She mumbles in anguish, keenly aware of her own dark nature. That's right. Actually, she wants him to save her, to make up for all the time for which he had never noticed. So, it's all right if he gets hurt. She's thinking something he never should. Ah! She clutches her chest in pain. The worms inside her wriggle up and down her nerves as if responding to her dark desire. It was only an instant. That single thought of him getting hurt was enough to make the worms violate her body. Wriggle, wriggle, all their squirming, and her body starts to make her ears ring. A chill runs through her blood. Her body is so disgusting, so wicked to be aroused by something. The worms that dissolved in her blood became sweet poison, eating her body. They swell and boil like worms, swallowing. When she gets aroused, thing. Wild arms and legs can't. A dark longing makes her stumble, and she tumbles to the ground in a tangle of hair and limb. She can't stop breathing. Her spine fuses together like sticky sap. It's no different from the things attached to her nerves. The more she tries to resist them, the deeper the worms invade her nerves, melting her mind away until it feels like she's become a worm. The ominous vision grips her entire.
さくら
Fine. I'm all right. More importantly, I have a favor to ask. Ryder, please go with
命令
Senpai.
ならば従います。ですがさくら、あなたの体とて長くはない。私を行使するということは、あなたの余命を削ることです。
Yeah,
それでもいいのですね。
it's because I don't have much time left. I'm still myself now, but if I lose focus, I don't know what I'll do. My memories are getting more vague each day, and I can't feel my arms and legs anymore. My sense of time is all over the place, and I can't keep track of a day anymore. Even this morning when I watched Senpai leave, it felt a whole week went by. She says it as if it doesn't particularly bother her. She's already accepted her death. Even as she tries not to shamefully cling to hope, she wants to protect
承
him.
知しました。主の命に従い、エミやシローを護衛します。
Thanks. Sorry, Ryder. I'm not good anymore. Find someone new to contract with right away. I'd rather it not be Senpai, but guess it's all right if it's you. She forces her to smile. The black-clad servant nods and
良くない風です。宝具を使用することになりますが、構いませんね。
yes, if Senpai's in danger, bring him
分
home.
かっています。私はあの老人ではなく、あの神父こそを注意すべきだと思うのです。
the priest is such a super nice best buddy. Nothing is wrong with the priest.
Ryder leaves with that last remark. That was a surprise. Her servant doesn't give opinions. She has a stoic personality and carries out orders exactly as given. Until now, she's never made so much as a suggestion. Yeah, I think so too. So too. The sing-song whisper, a languid, even graceful expression replaces her earlier. Don't worry, Ryder. He can't beat me. She giggles, like a girl picking flowers.
I'm not foreboding at all. Nothing to worry about. Nope. We're gonna go into the forest and just chill out. Kirai may be out of the war, but there's no reason for him to stop skiing. Kirai is just such a super nice guy. Just because the dude likes hot tofu or whatever that was doesn't mean he's a bad guy. In fact, it makes him a good guy.
A few minutes off the highway, I find the forest entrance, which feels familiar despite this being my first time seeing it, shrouded in mist, even in daytime. In the woods, the mist hanging in the air and the lack of sunlight getting through the trees makes me lose my sense of time. Am I going to be okay? I'm amazed by my recklessness. All too late. I didn't feel lost when I was looking through Ilya's eyes last time, but this isn't something I can navigate on memory alone. I will whine later. It's do or die. No time to worry about appearances.
And I'm sure freaking Ryder showing up in the middle of the forest riding a Pegasus isn't going to cause any alarms. Nothing bad is going to happen. Nope.
I pump myself up. It's now past noon. I was seeing through Ilya's eyes. It took 4 hours to get to the castle from here. The rest is up to my physical stamina. Talent, memory, an aptitude skill as a mage. So I'm screwed. I walk through the forest. It isn't as bad as walking in the mountains, but the uneven terrain saps my stamina. I've been walking on the path Ilya showed me for 2 hours. Thanks to my training, I don't have a problem with walking in the wilderness, but it does build up mental fatigue. My memory tells me it's 2 more hours. But if I come across something unexpected, then I don't know if I will be able to get out. My limits are still a ways off. The forest trek isn't quite so demanding, but it brings risks of it up. I can't tell what direction I'm facing or where my location is, to say nothing of the stress that would cause. There are also direct threats from forest wildlife. In a forest as big as this, animals are sure to have marked their territory. People usually get attacked while hiking because they violate an animal's territory. Walking around recklessly is like asking to get attacked. Fortunately, there aren't any snakes in the world. Yay? There are only signs of wild dogs.
Oh, great. That's a good thing.
That's all. Still, wild dogs around in the worst case. I could run into something worse. That way is no good. I need to be more careful. I avoid a thicket that looks like something could be there. Continue retracing my steps. A wise man keeps away from danger. An iron rule of hiking isn't to run away from the first sign of danger, but to avoid it to begin with. Still, though, this forest feels different from what Ilya showed me. The air feels different on my skin.
Mainly because you weren't physically here with your skin.
With each step I take into the forest, I feel an unpleasant tingle. Don't go that way. Leave the forest right now. Even the trees are whispering that as their branches sway in the wind. Also, this smell. I thought it was the scent of tree sap, but it's not quite that. It has the same sweetness, but not the vitality of the forest. This is.
Ah, son of a gun. Apparently smells like Eldritch Horror. Ah, son of a gun action music. We're screwed. Wait.
I draw a wooden sword from my bag. I stop and take a few minutes to strengthen my sword. Something is coming. I hear footsteps. It's coming. Something makes a beeline through the greenery. I tense my arms, slightly tightening my grip on my sword. Raise the weapon to an overhead striking position and... hold right there. Stop right there.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So this adds another factor into it of even more things that can go wrong. So we are smelling Eldritch Horror. We're going to go visit Ilya and Berserker. We got Ryder behind us, and Zokin's doing whatever the heck a Zokin is doing. Fantastic! Thought we'd just have a simple walk in the forest, go visit Ilya, talk it out, and be friends and teammates, but just like, nah. We've got to deal with Gun Arm Girl.
Now, how do I break the deadlock?
Hold on. Would you put that down? We're not in a haunted house.
Osaka breaks the ice. Sorry. Lower the wooden sword.
Fancy running into you here. You aren't here for a picnic, are you?
As if! What about you, Tosaka? You're not the type to go for walks in the woods. What are you scheming?
That's rude. I totally take walks, but I'm here for other reasons.
She protests with the group. It surprises me she doesn't deny that she's up to something. Osaka, are you here to fight Ilya? What if I am? You aren't a master anymore. You don't have a right or obligation to stick your neck into battles. I don't, but if you're going to fight Ilya, I will stop you. Why are you trying to get her to team up with Sakura? That too, but Tosaka, you won't get out unscathed if you fight her. You're bound to get hurt once you start, and I don't want that to happen to begin with. You want to stop the war? So that hasn't changed, huh, idiot? Osaka shifts from her barbed attitude to an exasperated shrug. This is her true fate. The one that always drags me around and was close to my side. I made up my mind, and I won't change it easily. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Honestly, I always thought this about you. What are you saying? Emiya, you're like really stupid, like super duper stupid. Yeah. Way to state the obvious. What? But that's okay. You never learn, but it wouldn't be worth competing with you if you weren't like this. You try super duper hard no matter how much you suck. What's with the grin? You're really good at ticking people off. Alright, settle down. From the looks of it, you got some business with Ilshivel. I was just taking a shot in the dark, but you really do intend to talk with her. I can't believe she's grinning like that when I'm still super duper angry. Erg. Hold on. Yeah, we're saying enough bad words that I should probably set that up. For some reason, I'm weak to Osaka when this happens. She's super effective. What's wrong? You're all quiet. This isn't like you. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to see Ilya, so don't get in the way. If you follow me, I'll chase you off. Oh, does that mean you know where she is? Might have screwed that one up. Should notice that. Should notice that. Great, you mind showing me where it is then? I know the general area, but I don't really trust my old map, so if you know where she is, then that's just going to save me a lot of trouble. No, I did just say not to follow me. Oh my. Should you really take your eyes off me if you're going to talk to Ilshivel? What if I get there first? Oh, that's totally going to complicate things. Is that a threat? I bet you're just coming with me to pick a fight with her. I won't. Not if she's willing to form a common front. First order of things is to eliminate Soken, right? I just came to give her a warning. Warning. I was gonna say Zoken Matao sucks, and she shouldn't underestimate him or she's gonna get hurt. Given what happened to Castor, we're going to be at a disadvantage if he gets his hand on Berserker too. But I'm ready for it to turn into a fight once I warn her. I can't have a dialogue with that girl. I'm resigned to the idea of a possible fight with her even after I warn her. I mean, it was bound to happen sooner or later since I do need to defeat her. But it sounds like you have another option. In that case, I don't need to risk fighting her. Depending on how well you do, we can just settle things peacefully. Come on, don't give me that look. If you can persuade her, I'm going to leave peacefully. But if you fail, I'll help you defeat her or escape or run away or whatever. It's not a matter of a good or bad deal. You have to follow me around. No matter what, aren't you? Did I ever say that? You just happen to be heading in the same direction. I hate you. I hate you so much right now, Ren Tosaka. What a devil. Still, Tosaka's doing me a favor by letting me guide her. If I let her go, she might fight Ilya. Fair warning, I'm not sure I'm going the right way either. Don't complain if I get lost. No worries, you're heading the exact direction the map told me to go. With my map and your guidance, we're totally not going to get lost. What's the worst that could happen? Fine, we'll go to the castle together. Yeah, I won't interfere with your negotiations. And she's like a pain in the butt to deal with. Possibly go wrong. An earthquake!
Right. That was no earthquake.
Something like a typhoon is raging. Tosaka, it's Berserker. Looks like we were one step too slow. That is Berserker going wild. Yeah, since we're here, there's only one reason he could possibly be fighting against. So, what now? I'm going to head. Are you staying? No time to think. We're hurrying to see what's going on. Duh. We always charge in stupidly. Stay behind me. I'll send Archer ahead, so that should help us avoid getting killed instantly. With that, Tosaka starts running into the forest. Archer drops Spirit to material form and gives me one glance, and then starts blazing the path.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh great, interlude. What are we about to walk in on?
Honestly, I think this interlude might be it.
The dark giant escaped from the castle with the little girl. It was an inexplicable fight. So is it Zoken or is it Shadow? Considering we heard the word from considering we said we smelled Shadow earlier, it's probably Shadow. Got hit by ads. What choice do we're charging in? Of course we're charging in. But in case you didn't hear it, like I think it's this interlude's it. But I can feel my voice going. So we'll fit. I'm sorry that we're not going to get to the big fight, but hey, we have something to look forward to. It's about to get wild, probably. So let's finish up this interlude and see what the heck is going on. They left what would normally be the best possible defensive position and fled into the forest, where they're most vulnerable. Danger was closing in. The girl sensed that unavoidable truth first. The enemy is slowly approaching the castle. When she sensed how great the threat is, she raised the castle's defenses to maximum and woke up the giant in preparation for the arrival. Berserker, the dark giant with steel-like body, robbed of his sanity, he's been reduced to the avatar of destruction, bent only on obeying the girl. With her bodyguard and defenses, she has no enemy to be afraid of. That is what she told herself as she tried to fight down the sense of inevitability. And yet, as soon as the enemy approached, the giant at her side told her,
Run.
robbed of his sanity and speech, even the mad warrior sensed he couldn't win against whatever was coming for them. Instantly, the girl fled. She knows. She knew. There is nothing they could do against that thing at the castle. With the sun behind it, the ominous shadow expanded until it became large enough to easily scale them. They would lose. Berserker can't win against it, to say nothing of herself. If they fight it, they will be sure to lose. And Berserker, servant, that is the source of her unease. The girl ran because she was afraid of losing her servant, not losing the fight. With the girl in his arms, the dark giant races through the forest. Her apprehension weighs on her even more heavily. They can't escape. Vaguely realizing there's no escape from this dread, from this fear, the girl orders the dark giant to stop. Who?
How wise! Have you come forth because you know you cannot win?
Yep, got the guess right. Before her stands an old mage, wrinkled and old like a withered tree. Next to him stands an assassin wearing a white skull mask.
Zoken Matau. She recognizes him with a single look as a mage with the Makiris, whom she was taught about when she left the castle in her homeland. Zoken Matau, you're playing at being a master, even though the Holy Grail didn't choose you. The girl climbs down from the dark giant and faces the man. There is no fear in her eyes. The threat that she and the giant felt is most certainly not the person in them. The Holy Grail hasn't chosen me as a master, you say? At least the coughing lets it fit in with Zoken's voice acting. The Grail is but a receptacle. Why? You sound like you've let the church poison your mind. Reply it can consecrate others of its own will. The girl watches the old man coldly and chuckles at blood. How dare you! This is the last scene we're doing today. We're doing the voice. If my voice is still bad next time we stream, might have to turn on that voice. Might even turn on Shiro's voice, because we never hear that one. We'll see. We'll play it by ear next time. He's right. The Holy Grail does not choose. Masters are chosen by the Holy Grail. Servants are granted physical form by its power and are anchored in the world by their master. That rule, that pretext was deliberately distorted. Right. The girl knows that the goal of the Holy Grail War is just the opposite. This next time is a full week. We're definitely good to do something next week. I'm working next week, but not every day, so we'll definitely be able to try at least stream once. Thank you, Thanksgiving holiday. We might stream on Thanksgiving. It is merely to fill the Grail. The Masters are not chosen, they are merely components for the ritual. I feel like this is super duper important information that I should be paying super duper close attention to. Likewise, servants are merely used to open the gate. You're the one who's been poisoned by your delusions, Zoken. The vessel has no will of its own, but the greater Grail which selects the Masters does. You summon heroic spirits to feel the Holy Grail, because its prototype is here, on this land. The vessel has no will of its own. But the greater Grail selects the Master does? You summon heroic spirits to feel the Holy Grail, because its prototype is on the land. First mention of the Greater Grail. Yeah, they just drop in this lore. Okay, I'm trying to put things together in my head to try to have an idea of what's going on. Okay. The Greater Grail selects the Masters. But the Holy Grail, at least the Holy Grails we've seen. So. Summon heroic spirits to fill the Holy Grail because its prototype is here. And Ilya's heart, in the last two routes, that is what the Holy Grail has physically kind of been. So Ilya is based on the Greater Grail? Is that what the shadow is? Oh boy. The Makiri bloodline must have really fallen into ruin, if even a founder has forgotten that. The girl's voice is cold. She shows nothing but scorn for him, and the old man accepts it with a chuckle. My, there's no need for concern. The decline of the Makiris ends here! Our endeavor is nearly complete. I had planned to finish it in the next ritual, but I have been blessed with capable pawns. I am only one step away from my long-cherished goal. Really? Then do as you wish. I have no interest in you. I don't like the fact that there's another vessel out there besides me. But it will fail. Anyway, I won't stop you. So go crawl back into your hole.
Zoken has prepared to sit out the Holy Grail like he did in the other rounds. Yes, he was prepared. But because he saw that we walked frickin' Sakura home, somehow that has prepared Sakura. So Sakura is the other Grail. Or she's another vessel, potentially, for the Holy Grail. Does that mean, like, her heart could also be, like, for lack of a better understanding word, like a starter as it? Another vessel is here alongside Ilya, one that wasn't inactive in the other round. It feels like that's Sakura. It feels like that's Sakura. Oh boy.
I won't stop you, so go crawl back into your hole. That goes without saying. This old body of mine doesn't like the sunlight, so I'll go back to my nest once my business is done. But I can't help but feel anxious when things go so smoothly. Just in case, I'll be taking your body too. If I can seize you here, my wish is all but granted.
The old man burns with a ghastly aura. The white skull slowly stands up but stops against the old man's wishing. It's obvious with a glance. The white masked assassin is overwhelmed by the giant's presence. There's absolutely no chance of defeating it. He'll be cut in half in a single stroke. So he stays still, knowing full well what awaits him.
A coward just like his master. You shouldn't have come if you're so afraid of death. Do both of you value your own lives that much?
Assassin or Berserker, who's stronger? Assuming Assassin doesn't have an ability to heal from his frickin' heart-grabbing arm being cut off. And I would presume that his projectiles would be kind of worthless against Berserker. It feels like Berserker should smash him. Unless he's got another trick up his sleeve. My question is, who's stronger? Zoken or Ilya? Instead, his master laughs loudly.
Yes, I do! I wishes for immortality, and he desires a name that will be remembered for eternity. We were fated to meet because our goals are the same. Are you insane? You're going to wish for immortality?
The girl's eyes are filled with disgust. The old man's sneer twists even more. It's as if he was waiting for her criticism and scorn.
Naturally, behold this body with every passing moment. It loses function and reeks of death. Melting from within, even now my brain cells wither and take my intellect with them. How could you possibly comprehend this pain, this suffering of constantly crumbling life? You brought that on yourself. The human body can barely last 100 years. To go beyond that, you have to pay a price. If you can't endure it, then disappear. Death will end your suffering, you know. Ah! The old body trembles. Page's back quivers as if he's having a coughing fit. Know that feel? That is it, Iceman! The same old logic, even after thousands of years. In the end, you're nothing but puppets imitating humans. He chortles heartfully, finding it truly hilarious. What did you say? Oh, listen well, child of winter. For humans, there is no greater sorrow than death. Even the pain of being a nest for these worms is like the sting of a mosquito compared to death. Survival is the only way to escape suffering. If one finds comfort in death, it proves one was never truly alive at all. That is what makes you a puppet. Your hastily built body won't last another year. How can a creation designed to live a short life possibly comprehend human thought? That is right. I can't understand it. You're an exception even among humans because you fail to accept your own mortality after a long life. You're deranged. Do you really not want to die that badly? Of course, it's inconceivable. I don't want to die like this. I must remain in this world and live on. But I've reached the limit of what I can do. That is why I desire a permanent, eternal vessel. For that purpose. That's why you want the Holy Grail. You seek because you fear death. Contradiction of Zoken. He hates living but is too afraid to die. Yep. Let's see if he has the power to actually get what he wants. But human doesn't fear death. It is futile to seek any truth or state of enlightenment. You cannot overcome your own extinction or the end of the world. Know this, if there is any way to still live, then anyone would reach for it, even if it means sacrificing the entire world. That is what it means to be. Yeah, Zoken knows his involvement is causing Shadow and the end of the world. But what did Zoken do? Cause it? Or was it soccer? Or was it us? You'd willingly sacrifice so you can keep living? Indeed, I would kill every last person on this earth if it would make my wish come true. Human greed knows no bounds. If you knew that each tree in the forest can be made into a drug to extend your life, even you would cut down the whole forest in an instant. Even if it only meant an extra day, you would kill a part of the world for one more day. Your desire would not be sated with a single forest. You would kill all the trees in the world. I bet you would even sacrifice Peter Parker's marriage for one more day. Is that what you would do? That would be you. It doesn't matter that the harvest would destroy the world for everyone else. Isn't that obvious? That's how humans have grown, increased, and grown fat throughout our history. I'm merely following a law that governs us all. If we are all destined for ruin in the end, then who can criticize me for walking out of step with the masses? The old man rants merrily. After staring at him for a moment in surprise, I'm amazed you've fallen far, Mikiri. The girl speaks in a voice very unlike that of the girl. What? Remember, where did our wish, our earnest hope to achieve a miracle come from? For what reason did we insist on maintaining a human form while trying to reach a destination beyond the means of mankind? What? You insist on maintaining a human form while trying to reach for a destination beyond the means of man. Where did our wish, our earnest hope to achieve a miracle come from? Oh, that was not Ilya. Okay. Okay. I was about to say, it was just like, okay. So, wait. So, is that Zoken? Or is that like a different voice coming out of Ilya? That's okay. That's what it makes it sound like, a different voice coming out of Ilya. If that's the case, what the heck are the Einsbergs? Like, my theory of what was going on with the Einsbergs, I had assumed like Ilya's correct. Like, I had assumed like they create the vessel, and that vessel is like a golem sort of thing. But the goal of sort of that golem, that Einsburn family, is to sort of like win the Holy Grail and maybe become human in a sense. That's sort of where I assumed it was going to go. But now it's just like, insist on maintaining a human while trying to reach a destination beyond the means of mankind. Oh boy. What is getting revealed? The old mage stares up at the sky in contemplation. Well spoken for a puppet. I see they programmed you to imitate Justice. He stares at the pale girl with a hideous expression. It was Ilya someone speaking to her. Okay. Enough. Playtime is over. I want your body, but I have no use for your mind. I, Zoka will take the Einsburn Grail. The old man's shadow creeps along the ground. As if in response, the worrying pressure that had been hanging over the girl increases. Zoken versus Berserker. This I am curious about. The dark giant moves without warning, without waiting for his master's command. No, come back, Berserker. Her voice doesn't fit. Picking up a violent tempest, the dark giant storms to mow down the encroaching shadow. I think that is a pretty good place to leave off on because, dear Lord, I don't know how much more I can talk today. Just curious, how far did we get in this flowchart? Hopefully very, very, very far. It doesn't look like... How far are we? Sorry. Sorry for the disgusting voice things that are coming out of my body. I really feel bad about that, but I really wanted to stream because it's been way too long. So, judging by the boxes, did we get about like halfway through this day? No, probably not even halfway through. So, no problem. So, we've got a fight with Berserker and Zoken Assassin and Ilya. Oh yeah, Shadow's here. And also Rin and Archer's here. And oh yeah, and Shiro's here too. So, what in the world is going down? Oh boy. It's all going badly. All going badly. Alright. Let's look at my schedule for the next week and see when the next time we can stream is. As of now, I think Wednesday could be a good day. So let's shoot for Wednesday. I just realized that next week isn't Thanksgiving week. It's the week after that. So yeah, so we should be good for Wednesday. Alrighty then. But first, before we close out for the day, let's see if there's anyone we could share some love with. Who do you want to hang out? It's been so long since I've gotten to hang out with anyone. Oh boy. Stupid voice. Everything is broken. But
we got about 2 hours in. We figured out what's figured out. We haven't figured out anything. We figured out absolutely nothing that's happening. But we got Ryder stalking us. Everything's about to go wrong in the forest. Oh boy. Let us go hang out with Sunny. Sunny is doing a little bit of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And Sunny is an absolute human being. If you feel like participating in the raid, we do have raid commands. You have activated my raid card because branding. Next time we stream should be next Wednesday. And also next Thursday will be hopefully a finale of Case 3 of Game 3 of Phoenix Wright Trilogy. So tune in over there for that. So we've got the YouTube playlist, which has the first 9 episodes. Hopefully more will go up one day eventually. That is the hope and dream. And hopefully I'm done doing Gene Armstrong's voice because, dear Lord, that voice is annoying to everyone, I think. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've gotten to stream, like, the frickin' memory of the emotes I used has gone away on my phone. Bloody hell. Alright. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. And until next time. Farewell. Yeah, see, it's been so long I forgot how to do my thing. Ta-ta.